What's up, guys? Good to be back again after that week off without UFC. We're back again here, this time with the Ultimate Fighter finale card, Johnson versus Gaethje, and I'm going to be giving you guys my UFC fight picks for the card. But this video is going to be all about the FS, or actually not the FS1, but actually all about the Fight Pass prelims. So we only got 2 fights, so it's going to be a kind of a short video. Don't really got too much to add on this one. But let's go ahead and give you guys my picks. So yeah, first fight, we got Tecia Torres versus Juliana Lima. Let's go ahead and open up their page real quick. Okay, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with probably both girls, but especially Torres. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, you know, more than likely, you know, are picking her. So let's go ahead and open up their pages here. Check, you know, the recent fights and whatnot. So Tecia Torres, 8-1 record. Summary is fast and explosive striker, very athletic. Coming off a win against Beck Rawlings, pretty much, you know, outstruck her. Got a takedown in also, some passes. But yeah, pretty much her volume won her the fight. And yeah, that's pretty much how she won the fight. You know, just kind of just outstriking her and whatnot. All wins by decision. This girl's not really known for finishing pretty much anybody. To be honest, it looks like she doesn't have either too much power in her striking. She kind of just uses her striking, you know, to outpoint you pretty much. So she's kind of like a point fighter, but she's good at it. You know, lands some good volume and whatnot. Her last loss was to Rose Namajunas. It was a close fight. Namajunas had those takedowns. Pretty sure, you know, some of that had to have helped her win the fight. Against Juliana Lima here. 9-3 record, not bad. Summary is multi, ground and pound and takedowns. She's about 8 years older, because Torres is 27, she's 35. She also has the height advantage, and of course she has a 5-inch reach advantage. But to be honest, guys, Torres is pretty much always at a disadvantage when it comes to reach and height. She's pretty, you know, I guess small, I guess, for the weight class. So yeah, pretty much all these girls are taller than her and have more reach, but it doesn't really matter too much in her fighting style. So yeah, her last fight was against J.J. Aldrich. J.J. Aldrich, who just had a really good fight against, I forgot who it was. Let me just check this shit real quick. Yeah, against Chan Mi Jian. Both of them landed a lot of fucking strikes. That was just all stand-up right there. Look at that, 98 significant strikes from her, and then Chan landed 92. So it was just a lot of stand-up, but J.J. Aldrich was just a little bit more technical in that fight. So we know this girl has good output, but yeah, that was actually J.J. Aldrich's UFC debut fight against Lima, and Lima pretty much used her takedown game, as you guys can see right there, to win the fight. She had 4 takedowns, she had passes, she also had more significant strikes, so of course she's going to win that fight. And her last loss was to Carla Esparza. Esparza pretty much being the better wrestler, pretty much out-wrestled her, which is kind of what a lot of people expected, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. We know she lost to Joanna. So yeah, it looks like this girl's losing kind of to like the best girls of the division, Joanna, Carla. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go back over here. So yeah, Torres against Lima. So, you know, the way I see this playing out, I see it kind of just playing out on the feet, unless Lima wants to go for the takedown. But Torres seems pretty hard to take down. And Torres also has, you know, some takedowns of her own. But I think Torres is going to want to do what she usually does, guys, is, you know, kind of stick and move, land shots, use that footwork, use those kicks, you know, keep the fight at a distance. You know, pretty much she's in and out pretty much every single time she's fighting, you know, when she's striking. So that's pretty much how she's going to win by points here. You know, I can't see Lima outstriking her. If you guys see her strikes on it per minute, she has pretty much less than half of the output of Tecia Torres. So yeah, Torres is going to land way more. You know, it's pretty hard to even hit her. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, look at her striking defense, 72% pretty much. You know, I never really see Torres get hit much. And yeah, you never really hit her cleanly. And, you know, this is at 115. You know, power isn't really going to be much of an issue here. So I can't see Lima catching her with anything nasty or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, I see just, you know, Torres just coasting to a decision here, just her outstriking, outpointing Lima. Probably not going to be a super exciting fight unless the fight's all stand-up. And even then, if it's all stand-up, you know, like I said, I think Torres is just going to be just outstriking her, outpointing her. And yeah, I can't see Lima taking her down easily or anything like that. And if she does get a takedown, Torres can also get a takedown on her. So, you know, I just see Torres just winning the fight. So this is a very easy pick, and yeah, I'm pretty confident in that pick. So yeah, Torres by decision. Now for the featured fight on the Fight Pass prelims, we got Gray Maynard versus Teruto Ishihara, aka Mr. You know, I love you my bitches or whatever. So yeah, that guy's pretty cool, man. I actually got one of his shirts. So yeah, I'm a fan of his, obviously. But let's go ahead and talk about the fight here. So we got Maynard. This guy's obviously getting a lot older, and he's making that rough weight cut, man. This guy's cutting all the way down to 145. He used to be at 155. So yeah, 145. I mean, he hasn't really looked amazing at 145. He did get a win against Fernando Bruno, but I mean, who the fuck really is that? And then against and actually before that, as you can see, before that, he was actually on a long ass fucking losing streak there. And then his last fight against Ryan Hall actually outstrikes this guy. I mean, in that fight, Hall, I think there was like a lot of times where Hall would be on the ground, and you know, Maynard didn't want to engage with him on the ground. So, you know, it's pretty much a really shitty, boring fight. But as you can see, that's almost 4-1 outstriking him there. You know, that's 46-12 right there. That's dominant win by Ryan Hall there, just outstriking the shit out of Maynard. So yeah, that was a jiu-jitsu guy, by the way, guys. So yeah, so we got Ishihara here. A lot of people know who this guy is now. Good striking, good striker. Obviously a lot younger. I think he's a southpaw. Good left hand. Against Arden Lobov, though, you know, I was very surprised Lobov was actually able to beat him. But Ishihara looked pretty bad in that fight. He looked pretty rusty or something. Like, he didn't look that good in that fight at all. He was coming off 2 knockouts in a row against, he knocked out Erosa and then knocked out Horacio Gutierrez in the first round. So everybody was really, like, you know, getting on the hype train of Ishihara. I mean, obviously I was kind of on the hype train a little bit, but, you know, I was a fan of him after I seen his fighting style. Yeah, he just seems like a good, you know, like a fun guy to watch. So yeah, I didn't really expect Lobov to be able to beat him, but yeah, he was able to beat him. As you can see, he landed way more significant strikes than Teruto, and he actually also landed a takedown. So yeah, pretty much the tail, you know, the tail of the fight here is, you know, who's gonna impose their game plan. So we know Maynard wants to wrestle. Is he gonna be able to wrestle down Ishihara? Because on the feet, Ishihara is gonna be a lot better. You know, he throws way more output. You guys can see the strikes line per minute there. Way more output, good power, good movement. Also has some good kicks. Overall, he's just a way better striker than Maynard. Maynard does have a power. I think he had a power right, or was it a power left hand? I think it was a power right hand. But either way, Maynard had a good right hand. But lately, I mean, he's not showing much power, not showing much of anything, to be honest. He's just looking very lackluster. You know, he's getting older. You know, probably just probably fighting just for the money. But you know, either way, you know, Maynard just hasn't been looking too good, guys, you know, lately. So I can't see Maynard really beating Ishihara unless maybe he does employ a really heavy wrestling attack. But then again, guys, if you guys don't know, Ishihara is training with Team Alpha Male, so that's a really good camp, you know, for guys that are, you know, good ass wrestlers and whatnot. And I know he's been working on his taking the fence, obviously training with those guys over there and at that camp. So, you know, it's going to be hard for Maynard to really win this fight unless, you know, he's able to get Ishihara down easily and control him on the ground and just kind of dominate him on the ground for 30 rounds. But I don't see it happening, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Ishihara here. I see him, like I said, outstriking him on the feet. I see him possibly stuffing maybe the second or third takedown. Maybe I think maybe he might get taken down the first time. But after that, he's going to be able to stuff the takedowns, land the clean shots, hurt Maynard on the feet, and eventually get the finish. So I'm picking Ishihara here, and I think he's going to look good again in this fight. So, yeah, Ishihara, second round knockout. Alright, guys, so that's going to be it for my picks on the Fight Pass prelims. Stay tuned for my next videos. I'm going to be doing a video, obviously, on the FS1 prelims and on the FS1 main card. So, yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Subscribe. You guys want to see more content. You guys want to see more of my UFC fight pick videos and whatnot. And also check out the links below in the description if you guys want to support the channel. You guys could also like my Facebook page on there and whatnot. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and catch you guys on the next video.